Good afternoon, friends. Previous lecture we are discussing about the roots of administration. In that we are discussing about the different routes which are useful or beneficial for the administration of drug, like oral, parenteral, and local application. In that we are discussing the different advantages, disadvantages, difference between oral and parenteral. Then the number of things we are discussing in previous lecture. Now today we are going to discuss the absorption of drug. So after choosing a suitable route, it is important that the pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic factor. So pharmacokinetic factor or pharmacokinetic, that is the absorption, distribution, metabolism, and elimination or excretion of the drug. After the entry of drug in our body, then the action of body over drug and drug over body, vice versa, that is the two different factor. And pharmacokinetic, that is the factor, or we can say that absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion, this is the chain by which the bioavailability and also the potency of any kind of drug is checked. By using this factor we can predict the potency, then half life, shelf life, and also the toxicity, metabolic factors of the particular drug, which is given by any route, either oral, parenteral, or we can say that local application. Now see the important point, or first important point in the pharmacokinetic factor, that is absorption of drug. So firstly it is important to know the definition of absorption. What is absorption? So absorption, before that we have to discuss the bioavailability. That is the very much important definition. This definition can be asked in annual examination, also in sessional examination. Bioavailability, so bioavailability is the rate and extent or amount or fraction of the drug which is reaches at the systemic circulation. Pharmacokinetic pathway is dependent on the bioavailability of the drug. Rate and extent means what? After the administration of drug, how much amount of drug is available to the biological system. That is, if we are in example taken, if the point 1 mg or 5 mg tablet is given, then the active pharmaceutical ingredient is important part of that tablet. So after the pharmacokinetic factor, or after all process completion, the amount of that 5 mg drug is how much that is remain to particular site or for particular action. That is the bioavailability of drug. Now process of absorption, or what is absorption, what is the definition of absorption? So absorption of drug is refers to its entry from the site of administration to bloodstream and involve the passage of drug dose across the cell membrane. That is, after the entry of drug into the blood, or we can say that blood or body circulation, and the distribution, or we can say that drug dose transfer from the one part of the biological membrane to the another part, that is the absorption. Okay, so absorption is another process and adsorption is the another process. Simply we are taking one example of absorption. If you are taking the sponge, then the capacity of that sponge to absorb if we are taken a sponge, then the and if we are dipping that sponge into the water, then the capacity of that sponge or absorption, that is the involvement of that water within it, that is the one small or short example of the absorption of water. As like that, the biological membrane absorbing drug within it and passes the from drug to one part or one membrane to the another membrane. That is the simple explanation of how absorption is takes place. Now there are some part where the absorption is takes place. In this diagram we are seeing the digestive system. In that we are seeing the esophagus, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, then pylorus, rectum, and anal sphincter. So this is the one kind of digestive system diagrammatic representation. So in oral cavity, the mechanical digestion, that is chewing and swallowing, is takes place. So that is the initial step how we are taken drug by oral route. Orally, how the absorption is takes place. The chemical digestion of carbohydrate is takes place. Chemical digestion, that is after swallowing or chewing some chewing gum or also chewing tablets are available in the market. So in our buccal cavity, the saliva is present, and you are studying in first year the composition of saliva. So number of carbohydrate and mucous membrane and all other essential which are also required for our normal digestion of food, they are also required for the digestion, or we can say that absorption, better absorption of the drug or tablet. So that kind of digestion or absorption is takes place in our buccal cavity, or also we can say that mouth. Then in beside that, the mechanical digestion, that is peristaltic mixing and propulsion. Mechanical digestion that is uh, related with the amount amount of the drug. Mechanically uh, mechanically when we are taking that food externally, then that mm, peristaltic activity, that is the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of our uh, intestine. Due to that, the food content, or we can say that drug content, are expel out throughout our body or towards the liver, or we can say that towards the our excretory system, that is unessential matter, unessential part is excreted or throughout towards the kidney. That is the mechanical digestion. Okay, then chemical digestion of proteins also takes place in the stomach, that is reaction with the hydrochloric acid. If you are taken mm, some drugs in empty stomach, then their reaction with acid is more. And if we are taken after meal, then the chemical digestion, or we can say that reaction of HCl or stomach secretion is less as compared to uh, before meal. Then absorption of lipid soluble substances such as aspirin is also takes place in the stomach. So that uh, the tablets which are non-sensitive to the stomach acid or stomach secretion, that are preferable to give via oral route. Otherwise, the parenteral route or any other suitable route is chosen by the physician. Then in intestine, that is small intestine, the mechanical digestion, mixing, propulsion, primary by segmentation and all other things, that is mixing, propulsion, that are the mechanical digestion, or we can say that mechanical absorption. That is the, that is main directly depend on the content, or we can say that depend on the rate or amount of drug or food which are taken by externally, that is dependent on that percentage. Then chemical digestion of carbohydrate, lipid, protein and nucleic acid is also takes place in the small intestine. Also absorption of peptides, amino acids, glucose, fructose, lipid, water, minerals and vitamins are also takes place. Then in the large intestine and their part, the mechanical digestion, segmental mixing, mass movement for propulsion is also takes place. Then as digestion is also dependent on some bacteria for the better digestion in our body, the essential bacteria are also present. So uh, bacterial digestion is not carried out, because if the bacterial digestion or bacterial absorption is takes place, then the different kind of hypersensitivity or adverse reaction can be persist in the absence of that bacteria. So some bacteria are essential for our body food digestion and also drug digestion, so they are remain as it is in our body. Then absorption of iron, water, mineral, vitamin and small organic molecules are also takes place in the large intestine. So these are the areas which are uh, responsible for the absorption if drug is given by oral route. And parenteral route of drug administration, that is the very fast process, or onset of action is fast, as we are discussing in previous chapter. So there are more bioavailability if we are introducing drug via parental route. Then the different types of absorption as follows. In that, first is diffusion. So what is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of particles in a solid form from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration, resulting in the uniform distribution of the substance. That is, if we are introducing drug from the higher concentration, then that drug is goes towards the lower concentration. Due to that, what happen, the uniform distribution, if we are taken the example of any tablet, the absorption of tablet in water, if we are taken some drug in the form of tablet, then what happen sorry, in the form of or with the with water, then that dispersible tablet disperse from higher concentration to the lower concentration, and after well checking that uniform distribution of the tablet particle we are seeing easily, that is the diffusion. During diffusion, molecule move from an area of high concentration to the low concentration. uh, uh, so for the diffusion process, the mechanical power or no energy is required for the diffusion of particle, because it is a unidirectional process, it is not bidirectional. In active transport mechanism, the multi directional processes takes place, that is from uh, lower side to the upper side, but in diffusion process only unidirectional process is carried out, that is from higher concentration or upper movement to the portion to the lower portion. They are said to move down a concentration gradient. According to against the concentration gradient, that process is not takes place. uh, Lower upper down portion if we are introducing drug uppermost part, uh, then it is transferred to a lower direction, so it is a unidirectional process. The material that undergoes the transport is known as the diffusant or permeant or penetrant. Penetrant or all other names are the material which are used for the diffusion process, that is called as diffusant. As the name is, as the process is diffusion, so it is called as diffusant. Also permeant. Permeant means what? Permeant, or we can say that permeability. Permeability is the one kind of characteristic of concentration gradient. Okay. Permeability means to permit, to allow from one part of the body to the another part, that is the permeant. And penetration, or we can say that the entry of drug, entry of food from one part of concentration gradient to the another part. So these are the different name and their short meaning. Okay. Now diffusion across membrane. So diffusion is also divided into following different types. That is simple diffusion. Simple diffusion is a diffusion across a cell membrane, that is depending on the size of molecule, large molecule, small molecule. If the small molecule of drug, or if the disintegration time is more, then the diffusion process can be vary, or we can say that absorption get decreases. And the particle size is small, then the absorption of drug is also greater, because small size particle does not require large surface area. They are settle in very small surface area in larger quantity. So if the molecule size is less, then the absorption is also increases. Then types of molecule, which type of molecule, either it is solid, either it is liquid or semi solid, that is also important factor in the diffusion process. Then chemical nature of the molecule, chemical nature, that is either it is protein, or either it is carbohydrate, lipid, then also fat, and all other factors which are also responsible, or depend on the diffusion or simple diffusion process. Then diffusion across, second type, diffusion across the membrane. So it is explained by the following diagram. In this diagram, the extracellular space and intracellular space is shown. So the lipid bilayer is present in middle side of this diagram. So in extracellular space, we are seeing the different molecules which are present on the lipid bilayer layer, or we can say that cell membrane. So the drugs or the molecule, the characteristic of this lipid bilayer or cell membrane is that cell membrane is lipophilic. That is, lipid soluble drugs can be easily transferred from extracellular space to the intracellular space. Okay, those drug particle which are seen in the diagram, which are enter across the cell membrane, which they are lipid soluble drug, or we can say that lipid soluble particle. So if you are introducing the any uh, lyophobic particle, lyophobic, that is not lipid soluble drug, so that cannot cross this biological membrane, as it is having characteristic to lyophilic. Okay, according to that, so that we have to design the drug that they are having the capacity to soluble in easily in the lipid. Okay, so that is the process of diffusion across the cell membrane. Now next important diffusion process, that is facilitated diffusion. Facilitated diffusion, as name indicate, the facilitated diffusion is also called as active transport mechanism. So large Polar molecules such as glucose, amino acid cannot diffuse across the phospholipid bilayer. Also, ion such as sodium or chloride cannot pass easily from the biological membrane. These molecules pass through the protein channel instead. Diffusion through this channel is called as facilitated diffusion. That is, in facilitated diffusion or active transport mechanism, we are requiring one kind of carrier molecule. Carrier molecule that is beneficial for the transfer of these different ion or different molecules from one part of the concentration gradient or cell membrane to the another part of cell membrane, or we can say that from extracellular space to the intracellular space. So movement of molecule is still passive, just like ordinary diffusion. The only difference is the molecule go through a protein channel instead of passing between the phospholipid. So how molecule cross the cell membrane? In facilitated diffusion, uh, molecule is too large or charged to diffuse on its own. Can diffuse if there is a specific transport protein channel is present. So in the diagrammatic representation, we are seeing in first diagram, the facilitated diffusion. In first diagram, we are seeing the introduction. We are seeing the different molecules are added into the large molecule. Okay, that is one kind of carrier molecule. And after, in second diagram, we are seeing the release of that small tiny molecules, small tiny particles after some time. That is, when concentration when large particle is moved from concentration gradient or cell membrane, then after passing that biological membrane, the particles are separated out from the uh, large particle, and showing the desired action after some time. So that is the facilitated diffusion, or we can say that active transport mechanism. Then last important part in the diffusion process, that is pinocytosis. So pinocytosis include the absorption of drug in a unicellular organism like amoeba. So amoeba is a one kind of unicellular organism that is having only one cell for their survive. If you are seen the different diagrams or the of amoeba mechanism of amoeba to digestion or absorption of drug, that is in that engulfment is the another part. Or engulfment process is takes place by the amoeba taken drug from one part of the body, and after some time the tiny particles are introduced, or that particle are added inside the amoeba. So that is the another mechanism in our body also. Such kind of mechanism is carried out: engulfment, pinocytosis. If any foreign particle is come accidentally in our body, then our body defense mechanism having the pinocytosis process. Pinocytosis in that unknown particle is targeted by the different cell, and they are engulf engulf to that particle, and reduces their toxicity and excreted throughout the body via kidney. So all today's lecture we are discussing on the absorption. In previously, we are in starting point we are seeing about the bioavailability of drug, then also the different definitions of absorption process, of how absorption process is carried out, then different types of absorption, that is simple diffusion, then facilitated diffusion, and pinocytosis. So question can be asked on the absorption, and also as explain the simple diffusion, then facilitated diffusion and pinocytosis. Note can be asked in an examination. Also, the definition of bioavailability absorption is important point in this topic. So remaining point uh, in this pharmacokinetic factor, only first factor we are discussing today, that is absorption. Remaining point, that is distribution, metabolism and excretion, we are discussing in next lecture. Thank you. If any student having any trouble, then you can ask me, so I will tell you the solution or suitable answer. I am trying my best. Thank you.